Trees are as complex as they are beautiful, and we knew that accurately reconstructing them was going to be our biggest challenge yet. So as scan artists, we had to ask ourselves the question, is it even possible?
The goal is capturing the world. Trees are a big part of the world, therefore we need trees. And even if it has all the challenges it has, it needs to be done, therefore we will find a way to do it.
I think there's always been a desire to do it, but maybe not the tools has been ready for it. Biggest obstacle for us creating real-time trees has been how to match it up to the rest of the photogrammetry we're doing. How can we do all the components in photogrammetry and then reassemble them in a parametric way?
So when breaking down a tree, you almost need to start at the end, asking what will I need eventually to rebuild a tree.
You have to look for quite specific aesthetics. There can't be like too much scarring on the bottom, there can't be too much like line work on the middle. You have to find a really pristine one, and that's a real challenge.
Trees have very specific shapes and forms that we are very used to recognize because they have rules in how they look, and those rules we have internalized. We just know that's a spruce, that's not a spruce. We don't always know why, but the thing is we will know if it's not correct. How does it grow? Does it bend with the wind? Does it break off when it gets too tall? How thick does it get over time? You need to have that information, otherwise we have lost some data over the process.
You can get content quite quickly out by photogrammetering a trunk and then sticking a cylinder on top. But we wanted to kind of bring that to 11. We don't want to go that path. We want to go, how do we create a full tree? In like, from view from all angles, all the branches, all the blending, everything should look like a photoreal tree. We wanted to kind of go past that. That's kind of standard way of working with it.
When we started development, it was clear that in order to achieve something that looked natural, it would need to be created with scientific approach in mind. This means the systems would have to rely on botany at its core. We had to create a system that could emulate how plant hormones would build up and how this would affect the tree's growth in order to reach the most light. Different hormones that would signal the trunk to split its branches to withstand stress from gravity and to evenly distribute its weight. Hormones that trigger the branches to shed their leaves so that it can save energy under poor conditions. All of these systems must interface with each other for a tree to grow, and that's what we aim to replicate in order to create a faithful adaptation of nature. And with that, I am very excited to announce that the first wave of these new tree assets is available to download on the Unreal Marketplace. As always, these assets are free for you to use in your Unreal Engine projects. Along with the trees, we've included several new features to our foliage shader. In addition to the standard parameters, we've added a season and health system. This will work with your entire scene by adjusting a few sliders which are driven by the new global foliage actor. In here, you'll find everything related to the season, health, and wind in your scene. On top of these global parameters, you can also go into each material instance to fine-tune the settings on a detailed level. Megascans Trees are currently in early access and part of the Unreal Marketplace. We look forward to your feedback as we continue to improve our process.